Well, we had a little addition to the shop. Sorry, I'm kind of in a confined area here, but I just kind of rolled this thing in the shop the other night and started loading it with tools and parts and all my shit, I should say. So got a little backstory on this box. So I had a neighbor. He was a really good guy. Me and my buddy thought a lot of him. He dealt with a lot of wheel horse garden tractors. He passed away, and they had his estate sale the other day, and I don't much care to go to those, but I figured if I was going to buy something, I wanted to buy something useful and something to. It had enough of his decals and stickers to remember him by, so I figured that'd be good enough for me. But I bought this bottom chest. This one's mounted to it, and then this one here came with it too. Like $325 for this whole setup, so I didn't think that was too bad. I think the bottom chest I seen online was like $400, so I don't think we did too bad. So pretty much everything that was in my service truck from work is in this box now. Almost everything. There's about 4 or 5 sets of impact sockets that are not in here because they're in the Dodge. But now all my battery shit is finally in the heated shop, which is nice, out of the weather. Batteries. I don't think I've found them all yet, but they're kind of floating around everywhere. This is my knick-knack and whatnot drawer. All my hydraulic caps and just different shit is in that one. Like I said, I'm going to probably spend all winter organizing this thing, but I just kind of got stuff thrown in here. All my pliers, snap ring pliers, metric and standard wrenches. I've really got to organize this. I just kind of threw them in here for now. Another knick-knack and whatnot drawer. Screwdrivers, nut drivers, drill bits. Is in that one. Craftsman set. Combine, Gleaner combine wrench. Which I sold the Gleaner combine, but I'm going to keep the wrenches in case. Big set of wrenches. And all my sockets, which them are all Pittsburgh and Harbor Freight and Husky from Tractor Supply and everywhere in between. And down here's my moisture testers, my spray tester, grease gun, all my other shit's in this big drawer. This got all my specialty wrenches, my stubby wrenches. This is my PTO wrench, the wrench extender, all that fun shit. My custom wrenches, which is these right here. On a New Holland 232 skid steer or 238, the pump in the motor, this is the size of bolt that it takes to get it out as a 19. I gotta say, if you ever take the pump off the motor inside the skid steer, you're gonna want to really just beat your head off a wall because that didn't work too well. This here's got extensions, stubby sockets, Allen wrenches, my line wrenches, my swivels, different array of sockets in here. There's an 1 1/8, 224s. These are my disc bind wrenches. Pretty much these three right here are all my disc bind and disc motor tools. That right there is the top center bolt that goes into the modules. It's a 5/8 12 point. So yeah, there's that drawer. These right here, if you guys get on Amazon or TikTok shop, wherever the hell you see these at, handiest damn things ever is putting them inner seals in glands. These right here just is a lifesaver. Bought them for like $14. Best thing I ever bought. So cool story. The guy that had this box, he drank Mountain Dew and smoked Marlboros. Well, I was opening this box up once I got in the shop last night and was getting ready to start loading it up. I noticed there was an old Mountain Dew can left in here crushed, so That's getting left in the box. Don't give a damn if it does draw ants. Snap ring pliers, lock and lube, grease accessory kits. My buddy gave me one of these, and I broke the 90. I was using it so much, so I bought me a new set. Definitely well worth the money. They were so nice. Oil filter wrenches, all sorts. My favorites are probably these Milwaukee ones. The Matco ones are nice, but I end up somehow breaking those on my filter. Some filters are just really freaking tight. And then brass hammers, all kinds of shit up here. These drawers kind of get messy. All my punches and stuff, and then my thread files are there. That drawer is yet to be determined yet. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna put in it. Die grinder tools, cutting tools, and then this is my knick-knack and Allen wrench drawer. Another knick-knack drawer. All my O-ring picks are there. My torch, my ratchets, and then I got a torque wrench on top, and just some knickknacks up there, stuff. And over here I had this nice little bench right here so I could put my light and my radio and shit up here. And this is kind of cool. I built the other night. So I built a set of adapters for the skid steer so I can hook up like the disc or the planter and be able to raise and lower it. And then I took the tractor to it. Makes it a lot easier moving shit around. So yeah, this is my new toolbox. I've never had one this big. Never thought I'd ever need one this big. But yeah, I've added a lot of tools in the last 2 years. Like I said, and you can very well see there's an array of different tools. It ain't all fancy ass Snap-on shit. It's everything and anything. A lot of Milwaukee stuff. I like their hand tools and their power tools. So that's what I generally use. So yeah, kind of a neat little story. Kind of neat where it come from. Glad I got my hands on it. Gonna hopefully find me a spot somewhere. We're gonna clean the shop up this weekend. My plan is we're going to roll that around because that's the M400 or M200 slash. I think it's the M200 because I don't think that was on there when they bought it new. But I'm going to move this up there where the welder's at, turn that around so I can start really getting after working on that thing. That's my plan this winter, is to hopefully get it done enough to where I'd like to be able to drive it out of the shop. But we got to put a bunch of stuff above the attic and shit. So we're going to clean the shop one day this weekend. So we'll see how that goes. I know it's kind of a little random ass video, but still kind of neat. I added some of my own stickers on the top there. So yeah, so this is a working shop. It's not the most organized thing in the whole world, but it gets the job done. We do a lot of work in here. So anyway, hope y'all enjoy. That's a little bit of my tool tour. I've never really done a tour of all my new tools and shit because we've added quite a bit in the last few years. Like I said, if you're gonna be using tools every day, Snap-on does make one hell of a ratchet. That one right there has to be my favorite one. It's the one I've used probably the most of. I've actually had to have it rebuilt because I've used it so much. That's a nice ratchet right there. But it's so nice now that these tools are not in the barn, because they ain't out in the cold and all that elements and shit. They're in a warm, climate-controlled shop, and I'm going to be using a lot of these this winter. So, yeah, it's a random little video. Apologize for it, but I figured some people may be interested in seeing it. So, anyhow, catch y'all later. Thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned for more.